So, hey guys. I'm tired of getting like bad teammates in Arena and Brave Souls, so I'll teach you guys how to play Arena. So, first off, having good links is nice, but if you don't have them, you don't have them. But leveling up some links isn't a bad idea. It'll go a long way for the future, of course. You only have to get your characters to rank 5 to unlock the secondary line. So in this case, for all of the ones I'm using here, Spiritual Pressure 90. But the overall best line you can, or the best link ability you can have is this one, Strong Attack Damage 13%, Strong Attack Recharge Time 7% for Strong Attack characters anyways. Or I guess Frenzy characters, however you want to look at it. But I guess for NAD characters, something like damage taken minus 10% and attack plus 90 would be good. Or I guess NAD 13%, attack 90. That's pretty poppin' as well. Well, whatever. And then the next part is, well, let me switch to a different character. One that I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm pretty sure this one. Alright. So, you should probably upgrade to at least around level 5 if you can. Like, you have arena coins sitting around anyways, and you have whatever these things are. So you should probably do this before queuing up on a character you haven't played before. You should level them all up like this, at least around this much. So level 5 is the level you can go to without using any champion or hero certificates. So I don't even have enough champion certificates to put a character to level 10 right now. I can go up to 9, but usually you want to go up to 10 on like a really good character, like, for example, let's just say, let's see, who's showing up here? No one right now, but like, I guess Bruno. We'll just use Bruno as an example. Like, Bruno here, we have Star Power Up 2, Frenzy +1, Increase Special Move Uses +1. And this character is just obviously pretty nuts, right? So you obviously want to go ahead and grab level 10 on this. Get some mileage on the character, you know? Before you even play the character, you might want to just, like, from rank 1 or whatever, just go ahead and arena level 10 this character. It was pretty hard. So anyways, let's get back to arena. Anyway, but next thing, the license actually isn't too bad because it gives you like a lot of champion certificates, and this is how you'll probably mostly be getting your hero certificates and your spears, I guess. That's what these are. So you get a good amount from here actually, the certificate. So if you think you're going to be playing Arena a lot, this is like a decent investment to just buy like every gold license. You also get a 6-star ticket, I believe, and when you play Arena enough, you'll gain a lot of these coins, and you'll probably be able to buy a 6-star summon ticket from here as well. And even sometimes, when I played a lot, I could get all the spirit orbs from here as well. This pays off like most of the license anyways, and I guess there's also trophies, spirit orbs you can get, whatever. It mostly pays itself off, so it's not a big deal actually. So let's go ahead and get in a game. So one of the things I noticed that a lot of people do is they focus way too hard on the characters and not so much the normal enemies, and that's pretty bad as well. And people also aren't good at gauging their actual distance. Like, for example, a lot of people will walk like this close to an SA, but you an SA from like here actually, right? And they position pretty poorly. And also, it's randomly dying, I guess. So, people also aren't very good at using their spirit ball that well either. So, like, you have to really utilize your range well because it does matter and it does affect your time as well. Like right here, you hold off from here because we can hit the area to the right as well. And look, my SA range is not good enough to go through to the next area there. But like there are characters that definitely can do that and people just don't utilize that. And if you're playing a weaker character, that's fine. For example, you're playing Spirit Society Kyan or something like that. Kyan's like not a super good character, he's serviceable, but you might end up scoring like something really, really bad on him, like, I don't know. 3K or something. So, that was bad on me, right? So I don't know why, but that sucks. Once you get enough boosts, it becomes worth it to use your nat to do some killing of the weaker enemies, but I played okay here. Not my best, but it's fine, yeah. So, my teammate here scores 4K. 3K, I score 8K, 3K, 3K, 4K. And I didn't do anything like super special there. So, let's swap over to Kyan, I guess. Kind of annoying with the beeping, but I guess it makes her, you know, AFK or anything by accident. So we'll just pick like what I think's a pretty reasonably bad character. Let's go Momo. So we always want to use as many links as we can, you know, stay optimal on this. What one might call it that. So our priority right now is to find a good recharge character first. See if I have one. I think I might have had one, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I might not have a good strong attack recharge 7. Like this Yoruichi has a good link one. So I might actually rank up that Yoruichi later. Or at some point, it doesn't really matter. So I guess for now, since we don't have a super good one, we'll just use like that's B. And then we'll go ahead and level up to 5, so it doesn't really cost us much. These arena coins are only used to level up our characters, so no point in not using them, honestly. So if you guys want to guess how much I'm going to be scoring, I think it's going to probably be around 5K or 6K. Maybe a low 5K, 4.9K, something like that. And if you've played this character before, you're probably wondering how, because this character's so garbage. And you're probably right. So let's see. So our focus here as a weaker character is actually just focus on these characters. You can see how much I'm scoring right now in the top left. Every single wave of these enemies is actually worth a decent amount of points. So let's go down here. Boom. Just like that. Make sure to dodge properly, we don't want to die. But if we do seem like we get caught up in the attack and it's bad, we can always just missile bomb locked. Oh, that's unlucky. That was the Ichigo statusing us from like across the map, which sucks. So that was honestly a big one. Except look, I'm stunned and in again. Alright. Unlucky. I think it's on a certain timer though, so I think you're untetherable probably. So so our teammates here are playing pretty poorly because for some reason they're both on the same side of the map even though they're playing relatively strong. They completely ignore that giant mob with that. I might not have scored as much as like that. I'm not sure completely. I got kind of stun locked by that Ichigo. Yep, still scored 5,000 though. As you can see, like, this Uryu's insane, and he only scored 6,000. This Ulquiorra is alright, only scored 4,815. This guy scored 6,000. This guy scored 1,911, 3,806. So, these guys, they completely ignored the enemies, right? And even though I was focusing on it and didn't really kill that many characters, I still scored about the same. And this is actually very important for Arena because even if you like go ahead and murder like every single character and just focus purely on score steals, it's not good enough. Because when you're playing a character this strong, you can be hitting both like the enemy's characters. In this case, the characters are like Momo, Ulquiorra, Uryu, right? And then the enemies are those guys that spawn in packs and keep respawning, right? So if you completely ignore them, not like that also messes up with missions, but it also messes up your teammates as well. Because if your teammates want to kill both as well, right? Which of course they do, you're scoring more that way, and you're getting score steals and also setting up a high score because your score steals only steal a certain portion of score. So if your opponents aren't also like killing enemies, I guess, and characters, then they're at a major disadvantage. And your score will be so high, even if they score steal, they won't be able to pass you and score after the score steal, and that's pretty vital to winning any arena match. Because overall, if both teams are playing like pretty similarly well, right? It doesn't come down to score steal that much. In fact, when you kill the normal enemies, it actually increases your gauge or your health bar, I guess, for the score steal. So it makes it harder for you to get score stolen on, I guess, would be the term. So they would have to kill more characters after you kill like several waves, I guess, of enemies. And the term enemies are obviously focusing on these guys. These guys are enemies, and it says so in the missions as well. And missions can be vital at some points, but if you play enough, or play well enough, then losing the missions is fine. The missions are just like a single score steal. It's still recoverable, and there are two of them. You can lose one, win one, and it goes completely even, in my opinion, but it's perfectly fine. Like, this Momo, honestly, not that good. The Uryu I was playing, not that good. So I'll pull up with a good character and show you guys what I mean, right? So right now, I'm only at Arena level. Actually, I don't want to go on him then. Let's go on... Well, not exactly optimized here, but yeah, Aizen's pretty insane, because you can play around range pretty well with Aizen. Let's play one match of Aizen. I do want to eventually get better links for this. So, is beeping kind of annoying. I'm not going to bother to edit this out though, so whatever. I think they might have improved the matchmaking a little bit though, so generally you might get like, I'm not sure how it works really, but I feel like the matchmaking has gotten better since release, and you get less lopsided matchmaking. So your opponents won't be just like three Aizens, I guess we'll call them, or 3 Brunos, and then you're just stuck with like 3 kind of crap characters. But a lot of people just can't really play Arena that well. Well, I mean, even if you're playing on phone, I don't think that's much of an excuse, or mobile, whatever. I'm not playing on mobile right now. Oh, we got a good stage. Nice. So, here. So, we're going to just fire this SA here. Like that. And then we're going to immediately head down. We're going to clear this. Okay. So, that's last stage. And we'll leave this side to... That guy is AFK. So, as Aizen moves this variant, that will clear that entire section for us. Guy's dead. I got hit by Wolf. I can't control myself like this. We'll try. What the hell is going on here? That teammate... This is 2v1, or 2v3 actually. Whoever's playing that Ryu is a piece of shit. They have some kind of macro or something that's making them like attack in place so they don't time out. Whatever. Unfortunate. And I need to go help now. We lost that mission. Now we just have to maintain lead. I will have to leave that section to him. Fire that down quick. Look at this guy. This piece of shit. He's just macroed over here. Like, as if you put a paperweight on spacebar like this. Like, really. There's no real report function for Arena, so that sucks that we only had 2 people. This guy, his character is not quite that good, so that sucks. This guy, he's 110,000 trophies. It's probably just mostly AFK, but you can't really report for this or get someone banned for this garbage. Like, scored 1,952. That 1,952, you know how that guy scored it, right? And I only scored 9,912 because I was forced to go from like left side to right side constantly. I'm pretty much solo carrying here, which sucks ass, because I could have scored like double this if I could have stayed to one side and I can just handle the top left and bottom area. And if my teammates went to like, one goes to like top left, one goes top right and bottom right, then I could easily score like Even if the characters don't reset, that'd be fine by me. I can just get regular score, like, relatively high amount. From just, like, the enemies respawning, but if I stay to one side and just go fire off top and bottom, the enemies and enemy characters won't respawn, because they'll end up eventually, they'll just all spawn on the other side, and there's no one clearing that side, so that sucks. And it doesn't take multiple people to really clear characters, so it really sucks when people kind of clump up. I don't even have... I constantly have this all muted because it's not useful communication. And you don't really have that much time to communicate. So, yeah, that kind of sucks. But yeah, as you can see, the Sizen's pretty insane. I was clearing... You can actually go ahead and throw your SA to off your screen. Like, you can't even see anything on your screen, right? And they're just dying off screen, and there's like one particularly really good stage in the city or whatever, not the forest. And also in the desert, I think. Those two stages, areas, whatever. There are some really good maps for Aizen, where he goes completely insane and you can just solo score 20k. Like, there aren't any stages like that for Aizen here. Bruno probably is just significantly better to go because of the nature of the maps right now. So you can go ahead and like long stride. Like, on that last map I could have long strided this way and that way back and forth pretty easily. Like on something like, for example, the Grimjow as well. This one. They also changed how Arena works, I believe, right? A little bit, yeah. So all of my characters are now rank 10, even if they're duplicates. So they weren't like that before, though, from my memory. But the Arena level is not the same. So I could have, like, maxed out like an Aizen and then just completely bullied people with my strong-ass Aizen. And then I have a rank 1 Aizen, and then I can climb it back to, like, rank like 8 or whatever before I get match made with the generally higher ranked and better players, because But speaking of that, like, I wouldn't play in like around rank 8. Rank 8 is awful. Like, you don't even have to worry completely about like player quality, because I think it's generally improved since before a little bit. But there's like a lot of cheating going on in Arena, so you just see it's, well, I don't know how to describe it, but it's pretty disgusting. Like, things are dying on spawn constantly, and you're getting scores stolen so fast. Like, they can even kill characters in last ditch animation. It's disgusting. Like, I might try to queue up and see if we end up with one of those, but sometimes just get a wholesome lobby where it's just actually like 6 people playing it out, you know? But not super common now. There's a just general degeneracy going on in higher rank, but I would stick to lower rank personally, like around rank 6 and below, probably. Rank 7 might be passable, not sure. But yeah. Generally, the best kind of Arena characters have like good SAs and like long stride. So like this Ichigo is really good. Our book Ichigo. Like having the last stitch can mess up with your enemies. So we have last stitch on this Ichigo right here, and we have overall like pretty high stats. So we can just one-shot pretty much whatever. Strong attacks are pretty good. And we have status immunity and a huge amount of long stride going every which way. But, like, some characters like Aizen are still annoying. Like, this Aizen in particular is really annoying for me to face as Art Book Ichigo, because, there's Soul Reaper dodge 50% and there's nothing I can do about that. So like, the best kind of character, I guess, is basically Bruno, because Bruno has a lot of things going. Bruno having 2 killers is nice. There's like 2 weeks where you're doing better. And speaking of which, I forgot to mention this before, but every week the enemies, or not every week, but every single like arena season, the enemies will be different. So their affiliation, like this week is Soul Reaper, so if you're playing worse characters, of course, you should save them for a different season. Like, if I pull up with this Shinji in Soul Reaper season, that's crazy tough. Or like this character here, this Nanao, whatever. Like, you shouldn't do that during Soul Reaper week. You should probably just play Soul Reapers so you can mob easier as well and utilize your killer. So being able to do that also helps you score higher as well. So to certain characters it doesn't really necessarily apply as much, like this Aizen is pretty good on whatever week in general because crazy strong essays, Frenzy +2, just innately Frenzy +2. So yeah, that sums up about what I want to say about Arena. So if this helped you out, I'd appreciate if you guys would let me know. But either way, I'll be seeing you guys.